Ever found yourself so tired after a long day of work and just thought, that's it, I'm going to call it a day? I'm sure you have, and the story behind this idiom is pretty interesting. The phrase call it a day is used when someone decides to stop working on something, whether it's an actual job or just wrapping up any kind of task. It suggests that the workday has come to an end and it's time to rest. Now let's roll back the clock. While the exact origins of the phrase are somewhat murky, it's generally agreed that call it a day first appeared in written form in the early 20th century. One of the earliest recorded uses was by the American author Sinclair Lewis in his 1919 novel Main Street, where a character says, "Let's call it a day," indicating they had done enough work for the time being. However, here's an older version of this idiom, call it half a day. This was used back in the 19th century, especially popular within the British working class. This older phrase reflected the practice of leaving work early, essentially taking a half day off. So how did we go from calling it half a day to calling it a day? Well, as work hours evolved and structured work schedules became more common, particularly with the Industrial Revolution and its 8-hour workday, the phrase also morphed. It adjusted to reflect the end of a full day's work instead of just half. Interestingly, this phrase isn't just limited to English. Many other languages have their own versions to express the same idea. So next time you say, "I'm going to call it a day," you'll know that this phrase has been calling it quite a while itself. It's a small piece of history wrapped up in our everyday language, connecting us across generations and geographies. It's just another example of how language evolves and adapts, reflecting changes in our work habits and culture over time. A very common phrase is "once in a blue moon." However, does the origin of this phrase have something to do with the moon? Click the link on the screen to quickly look at this idiom. Thank you for watching, and drop a like if you found the video helpful. This is Know Your English saying, we will see you in the next one.